Put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, this is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you they acting, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to
Some Ingram. It's a coach. You're watching Madden Football on EA Sports.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Tonight, we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
This is Ingram on first and 10. Back, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson, that's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
The numbers for Antonio Brown in last week's ball game. What a ball game. 4 receiving touchdowns.
And he's not just a specialty guy either. They went to him when they were in the red zone. They went to him when they weren't in the red zone. They went to him anytime they could for obvious reasons.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Here's Jackson to throw. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. They'll run on first down. Ingram. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 19-yard line. On third down, Godwin. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. On first and 10, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. This a quick pass to Davis. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game, would be ideal.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. They go play action with Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A first down carry for Henry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Got him in. It's Brown. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. From the gun, Madsen. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all deep in his own territory. Coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
53, check 53. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
On 1st and 10, Madsen. Roberts has it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. It's caught by Davis. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
I got you.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll give Henry another shot. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jalen Richard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Ingram. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Got an open man. It's QT. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run, and they're still accurate throwing the football.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the
Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jayon Brown. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Tucker, a career 70% success rate from 50-plus. Just incredible. And the All-Pro is money from distance again there.
They ought to give him 4 points for field goals from some of the distances that this guy makes them from.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8. To throw on second down. Madsen. And this one complete to Smith. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Madsen. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A third down gain of 19. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Back to throw. Madsen. They will find Davis. That's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Looking to throw. Madsen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Wormley just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He gets it to Humphries. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Come on, set. 30 base. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Shoot. Ready.
From the gun, Madsen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. But it'll be 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Madsen. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Eluding the pressure, looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And the return will stop right around the 25.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
Got three down. First and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On the draw, Richard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So you want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And it's been a good game for him to this point, Charles. They're winning on the scoreboard. They got to be
contributing in a big way. You see him throwing touchdown passes, watching this video here. It's got to be a fun time for him and a relaxed time. Because nothing is pressing.
Relaxed, cool, calm, collective, all those things describing him right now. On first down, Richard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? It looks like they're ready to go.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line.
And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. They go play action now. Jackson. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Jackson, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing quickly. That's caught by Brown out wide. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Derrick Henry. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. Yeah. When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Wormley, his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Richard, even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. From the gun on 3rd down, Madsen. He finds Humphreys. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The end result, 21 yards.
30 base.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and 6. It's caught. Smith. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Madsen. He's got Smith here. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonnu Smith, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Raven offense set at the line for this.
From deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the gun, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise.
Ingram churning. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Madsen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Madsen. Drops this off to Richard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Jackson now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Jackson. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson, the quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now he'll pull it down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Throwing is Jackson, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead, and I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
On the ground, Richard. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down. Madsen. Roberts got it. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. He's back to throw.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. He dumps it off for Henry. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So Lamar Jackson in the offense, down by a field goal, a little under 50 seconds to go. Jackson to throw. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. It's complete to Brown, right side. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. 3rd down here. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Switch. Watch the twist.
Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run with Henry and give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Well, this one complete to Smith. And he'll go down at the 28. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
They're starting to put together a nice drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. This a quick pass to Davis. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
I got you. Ready?
To throw on 3rd down. Madsen. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. We know there's already a spotlight on this rookie quarterback, an even bigger spotlight here in overtime of this game, a costly pick.
No doubt about that, but here's the key. Game's not over. He may very well get another shot at this thing, so now he's got to go to the sideline, hope his defense picks him up, and be ready to go back out there and maybe make a similar throw, hopefully successfully the next time.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards the pick up there, good for a Raven first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week, as he's got a 1st down as well. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. From midfield now, here's Jackson rolling to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Buying time to his left. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Henry out of the pistol. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Madsen. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Madsen. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
A 54-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And we will play on here in overtime. Well, when you get that ball in OT, that's not the chance you envision, and the long field goal attempt here winds up lacking.
And you don't want to hang too much of this on your kicker, but he's going to leave you in a tough spot as well because you give your opponents excellent field position to start their first drive.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And he got it. The kick is good. time, he's able to split the uprights. And they have regained the lead. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish at overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including